headlines this morning are heavy and gray. The market is falling, the transit is slow. I purchased the Tribune to pass time away, in a booth at the Talon, away from the snow. I fold back the pages, I flatten the crease, I sip on a brew that is bitter and dark. But truth be told, I am just here for the peace, and waiting for her to arrive from the park. I lift up the paper to cover my face, a fortress of newsprint to hide my intent. For she is the beautiful ghost of this place, an angel of mercy that heaven has sent. I peek o'er the edge of the sports section line and catch the bright flash of her auburn red hair. A radiant youth, only 18 and fine, with an innocent, effortless, welcoming air. Oh, the silent ballet of the morning begins, a dance of the eyes where nobody sins. The last single lady in all of New York, who speaks in a smile without needing to talk. That bright ruby lipstick, that 1950s grace, brings a marvelous comfort to this little place. I read the same paragraph over again, a fool in a room full of hoping young men. She stirs in her sugar, a musical chime, the spoon against china, a delicate sound. It suspends the frantic rushing of time and anchors my restless heart close to the ground. Across from the counter, a mechanic sighs. Beside me, a clerk gives a hesitant look. She answers us all with a crinkle of eyes, before she returns to the words in her book. Oh, the silent ballet of the morning begins, a dance of the eyes where nobody sings. The last single lady in all of New York, who speaks in a smile without needing to talk. That bright ruby lipstick, that 1950s grace, brings a marvelous comfort to this little place. I read the same paragraph over again, a fool in a room full of hoping young men. We know she is dreaming of something so grand, beyond the small booths of this neighborhood spot. But just for an hour we all understand the beautiful fleeting illusion we've caught. It's not about winning or making a move, it's simply admiring a piece of the art. I fold up the paper, I finish my cup, I button my overcoat, ready to leave. She suddenly pauses and softly looks up, a glance that my memory will safely receive. I tip my fedora, I walk to the door. The world outside isn't as cold as before. The Talon has healed me, the Tribune is red, with visions of red lips and smiles smiles in my head, smiles in my head. Through the fogged-up glass of the window pane, the city of yellow cabs rushes on by, a blur of fedoras and umbrellas in rain, beneath an industrial steel-colored sky. But inside the Talon, the atmosphere glows, a golden hour bubble of safety and light. The fragrance of cinnamon, coffee and rose, a quiet defense against the oncoming night. I sit by the glass, looking out, looking in, a dual observer of two different spheres. Out there is the hustle, the noise and the spin, and here is a haven that banishes fears. And at the core of this comforting scene sits a girl from upstate with a radiant smile, the loveliest redhead the town's ever seen, who stops the great clocks of New York for a while. She's wearing the trends of the wonderful time, a full-skirted dress and a cardigan blue, a living, breathing and beautiful rhyme that softens the hearts of the cynical crew. That red lipstick mark on the rim of her cup is a beacon that tells us to softly look up. The last single girl in the neighborhood square, who heals all our wounds by just sitting right there. The boys at the counter are nursing their teeth. They speak in low murmurs, afraid to intrude. A delicate waltz on a gentle, soft breeze, a shared admiration that's never construed. She glances around with a warm, knowing eye. She catches my gaze and she gives a small nod, a silent acknowledgement passing us by, as if we were blessed by a neighborhood god. She's wearing the trends of the wonderful time, a full-skirted dress and a cardigan blue, a living, breathing and beautiful rhyme that softens the hearts of the cynical crew. That red lipstick mark on the rim of her cup is a beacon that tells us to softly look up. The last single girl in the neighborhood square, who heals all our wounds by just sitting right there. The contrast is striking, the chaos outside and the reverent peace of the Talon within. A place where our loneliness has a place to hide, a place where the quietest victories win. She isn't a trophy, she isn't a prize. She's simply a lighthouse in human disguise. The rain on the window pane turns into sleet. The afternoon shadows begin to descend. But inside the cafe, the sanctuary is sweet. A beautiful moment I wish wouldn't end. The waltz of the glances, the warm steady light. The Talon protects us from winter's cold bite. I look at the window, I look at her face, and give silent thanks for the warmth of this place. The warmth of this place.
The bell on the door of the Talon rings out. The winter wind carries a snowy white veil. The businessmen lower their voices in doubt as stories of mourning begin to grow pale. A chill in the air from the avenue street is quickly forgotten, replaced by the warm. The rhythm of New York is caught in the beat as she steps inside, seeking rest from the storm. The gentlemen pause with their cups in the air. The clatter of porcelain fades to a hum. A sudden religion of auburn red hair has left all the usual chatters dumb. She brushes the snow from the wool of her coat, a portrait of elegance, youthful and grand. A delicate clearing of a delicate throat, the prettiest picture in all of the land. Oh, the last single girl in the heart of New York, with a smile like a beacon and hair made of fire. She softens the edges of everyday talk and fills up the room with a quiet desire. Her signature lipstick, a brilliant red hue, a splash of bright color to conquer the gray. In the warmth of the Talon, the old world is new, and the weight of the city just washes away. She walks to the corner, her favorite retreat, a booth by the window away from the aisle. The theater of glances is subtle and sweet, rewarded at last by the grace of her smile. No words are exchanged, not a syllable falls, just a comforting silence that settles the room. The ticking of clocks on the mahogany walls, dispersing the shadows, dispelling the gloom. Oh, the last single girl in the heart of New York, with a smile like a beacon and hair made of fire. She softens the edges of everyday talk and fills up the room with a quiet desire. Her signature lipstick, a brilliant red hue, a splash of bright color to conquer the gray. In the warmth of the Talon, the old world is new, and the weight of the city just washes away. It's healing, this shelter of coffee and stone, where lonely men gather to silently share. She's never unnoticed, yet always alone, a beautiful ghost in the comforting air. We bring her our worries, unspoken and deep, and she trades them back for a moment of peace. The steam from the radiators hisses and sighs, a lullaby played for the middle of day. I find my own rest in the blue of her eyes before she must pack up and hurry away. A waltz of the eyes in a room full of light. The Talon is safe and the morning is bright. The red on her lips is a promise to keep before the great city goes back to its sleep. Goes back to its sleep.
I polish the counter, I straighten the chairs, I witness the theater of everyday life. The lawyers, the dreamers, the men with their cares, escaping the hustle, the noise and the strife. I know how much sugar goes into their tea. I know who is waiting for letters to come. The patterns are simple and easy for me, to the tune of the coffee machine's gentle hum. But then at 9:45 she arrives. The rhythm of Talon skips one little beat. The bachelors suddenly straighten their ties and shuffle their shoes on the black and white feet. I pick up my pitcher, I walk down the line, observing the subtle adjustments of men. They polish their glasses and wait for a sign, a glance that says hello over again. Pouring the coffee and watching the show, here at the Talon where dreamers all go. She sits like a queen in her 1950s dress, a vision of autumn, a silent caress, with lipstick of crimson and hair like the dawn. She serve her the black with the slice of the pie, and smile at the gentleman catching her eye. A fellow named Joey adjusts his cravat. A writer named Thomas looks up from his page. She notices neither, just petting the cat that sleeps on the radiator, acting its age. There's magic in knowing you're perfectly seen, without ever having to put on a play. She flips through her book with a posture serene, and washes the blues of the patrons away. Pouring the coffee and watching the show, here at the Talon where dreamers all go. She sits like a queen in her 1950s dress, a vision of autumn, a silent caress. With lipstick of crimson and hair like the dawn, she anchors the room till the morning is gone. I serve her the black with a slice of the pie, and smile at the gentleman catching her eye. It's a comforting ritual, honest and pure, a harmless affection that everyone shares. The last single girl is a magical cure for men who are tired of carrying cares. They don't want to crowd her or ruin the spell. They just want to look from the edge of the room. She leaves me a quarter, she bids me adieu. The bell on the door gives a solitary ring. The patrons return to their newspapers too, but somehow the air has the lightness of spring. I wipe down the table and clear up her plate, and think that tomorrow is worth the long wait. The Talon returns to its regular pace, still holding the warmth of her red lipstick face. Her red lipstick face. There's a booth in the corner with leather worn thin, where the sunlight will pool in the middle of day. It's the very same booth that she always sits in, to chase all the shadows of winter away. On the formica table, a white coffee cup with a delicate handle and saucer below. It waits for the moment she gently looks up, in the cozy, familiar, and comforting glow. I'm just an observer, 2 tables apart. I sketch on a napkin to quiet my mind, but watching her hands is a work of pure art, the most calming poetry one could ever find. She lifts up the porcelain, fragile and neat, and takes a slow sip of the Talon's own brew. The choreography is so soft and complete, a magical ritual, lovely and true. And there on the rim, when the saucer is placed, is a crescent of ruby, a red lipstick stain, a beautiful mark that cannot be erased, like the memory of sun in the middle of rain. She's the last single darling of New York's embrace, with a bright auburn crown and a welcoming face. A room full of gentlemen sharing the view of the porcelain cup and the brilliant red rouge. No grand declarations, no boisterous calls. The boys in the Talon know better than that. The quiet affection just bounces off walls, from the edge of a coat to the brim of a hat. She catches a shyly sent glance from afar, and curves that red mouth in a smile of her own. It shines in the room like a localized star, and reminds us that nobody here is alone. And there on the rim, when the saucer is placed, here's a crescent of ruby, a red lipstick stain, a beautiful mark that cannot be erased, like the memory of sun in the middle of rain. She's the last single darling of New York's embrace, with a bright auburn crown and a welcoming face. A room full of gentlemen sharing the view of the porcelain cup and the brilliant red rouge. The mundane becomes sacred when witnessed with care, the steam from the cup curling up in the air. We're healed by the presence of beauty so near, a gentle reminder of why we are here. It isn't for romance, it isn't for lust, it's an innocent longing, a beautiful trust. She finishes reading, she pays for the check. She wraps a soft scarf round the pale of her neck. The empty white cup is left there on the wood, a sign that the morning was peaceful and good. The waitress collects it, but leaves us the grace, the lingering warmth of the red lipstick face. The Talon is quiet, the moment is gone, but the waltz of the porcelain softly plays on. Softly plays on. Softly plays on. There's a song in the Talon that nobody sings, played out on the faces of everyday men. It's a quiet arrangement of beautiful things that starts when the doorway is opened again. The rhythm is marked by the turn of a head, the melody carried by shifting of eyes, the grandest of stories that never are said, unfolding beneath the café's smoky skies. The maestro arrives with her auburn hair bright, a splash of pure color in 1950s gray. She carries herself with a wondrous light and conducts the whole room in a delicate way. First comes the baker, who pauses his chew, then the young clerk who looks up from his tea. She smiles at the counter, a quick peekaboo, then settles her gaze for a moment on me. Oh, the symphony plays in a silent exchange, a waltz of the eyes that is beautifully strange. She's the last single girl, the jewel of the town, who turns all our heavy, sad faces around. With a mark of red lipstick, a tilt of the chin, she lets all the comfort and healing come in. We speak in our glances, our hopes in the air, a silent communion we happily share. The older men smile with a fatherly pride, remembering youths that were equally fair. The younger men shuffle with nowhere to hide, intoxicated by the scent of her hair. But no one steps forward to ruin the peace. The distance is part of the magic we make, a beautiful tension that brings a release, a sweet subtle dreaming for everybody's sake. Oh, the symphony plays in a silent exchange, a waltz of the eyes that is beautifully strange. She's the last single girl, the jewel of the town, who turns all our heavy, sad faces around. With a mark of red lipstick, a tilt of the chin, she lets all the comfort and healing come in. We speak in our glances, our hopes in the air, a silent communion we happily share. It's a medicine served in a porcelain mug, a look that is warm as a comforting hug. When the weight of the city is pressing too hard, the Talon is acting as spiritual guard. She knows we are looking, she doesn't retreat. She offers a grace that is thoroughly sweet. The hands on the clock sweep the hour away. The silent conductor has finished her piece. She gathers her purse for the rest of the day and grants our collective attention release. A final warm smile is bestowed on the room, sweeping away all the remnants of gloom. The symphony fades, but the echo is sweet in the coziest cafe on 42nd Street. On 42nd Street. The amber light spills through the lettering glass, the spelling of Talon in shadow on the floor. The afternoon hurries, the busy hours pass, and the chill of the evening waits at the door. The neon sign buzzes a comforting hum, a low, steady cello that plays to the night. The workers and dreamers have gradually come to seek out the refuge of soft, golden light. The tables are crowded, the murmurs are low, the smell of roasted beans mixes with rain. And there in the center, the star of the show is reading a novel and waiting again. Her hair is a fire that warms up the cold, her lipstick a ruby that captures the eye, a portrait of youth in a city that's old, a beautiful anchor when time rushes by. When evening falls softly on Talon Café, the troubles of daytime are washed far away. The last single girl in this vast spinning town, in her 1950s and full-skirted gown, she gives us a reason to linger a while, to bask in the glow of a red lipstick smile, a sanctuary found in the crossfire of looks, more lovely than anything written in books. A musician is tuning his guitar in the back, a couple is whispering over their cake, but the boys at the counter are losing the track of all of the sensible choices they make. They watch her reflection in mirrors of chrome, they study the way that she turns a new page. For a moment this busy cafe feels like home, a comforting shelter from modern day rage. When evening falls softly on Talon Café, the troubles of daytime are washed far away. The last single girl in this vast spinning town, in her 1950s and full-skirted gown, she gives us a reason to linger a while, to bask in the glow of a red lipstick smile, a sanctuary found in the crossfire of looks, more lovely than anything written in books. The night is approaching, the street lamps ignite, the snow on the pavement is catching the light. She finally rises, an end to the play. She puts on her gloves in a delicate way. We share one last glance in the fading of sun, a mutual knowing the evening is done. She steps through the door and into the street, leaving a trail of her perfume behind. The cafe feels suddenly incomplete, but leaves a deep peace in the back of my mind. The Talon grows quiet, the patrons depart, but carry her red lipstick smile in their heart. A beautiful end to a beautiful day, in the comforting warmth of the Talon Cafe. The Talon Cafe. Talon Cafe.
They think that I come for the coffee and cake. They think that I come for the men at the bar. They watch every delicate movement I make, from the booths in the back and the tables afar. I see the fedoras, the quickly cast eyes, the shuffling of papers to hide their intent. I sit in the Talon, observing the skies, and find that my time here is beautifully spent. I'm just 18 years in this 1950s maze, a girl from upstate with a crown of red hair. I put on my lipstick to brighten the days and carry myself with a confident air. But truly, my secret is simpler than this. I come to the Talon to quiet my soul, to find a small measure of everyday bliss, to sit in the silence and feel myself whole. Oh, the gentle waltz of the people around, the safest of harbors that I've ever found. They call me the last single girl in the place, and dream of the stories behind my young face. But I am the one who is quietly healed by the comforting warmth that this room has revealed. I smile at their glances, I trade them a look,
a silent exchange in my own little nook. The boy at the counter who blushes so deep, the older gentleman nursing a brew. I hold all their harmless affections to keep a wonderful tether to all that is true. We don't need to speak to be deeply attached. A room full of strangers who understand care. Our silent devotions are perfectly matched, as thick as the aroma that hangs in the air. Oh, the gentle waltz of the people around, the safest of harbors that I've ever found. They call me the last single girl in the place, and dream of the stories behind my young face. But I am the one who is quietly healed by the comforting warmth that this room has revealed. I smile at their glances, I trade them a look, a silent exchange in my own little nook. Someday I might fall for a boy in this room. Someday I might banish my solitary gloom. But right now the waltz is enough for my heart, to be in the center, yet safely apart. The Talon protects me, it gives me a home, a place where my wandering spirit can roam. I finish my pastry, I dab at my lip, ensuring the red is still perfectly drawn. I leave a few coins as a generous tip, and ready myself for the oncoming dawn. I catch one last eye as I head for the door, a silent sweet promise to come back for more. The last single girl with the red lipstick smile, finding her peace in the Talon a while. The Talon a while. The Talon a while. The headlines this morning are heavy and gray. The market is falling, the transit is slow. I purchased the Tribune to pass time away, in a booth at the Talon, away from the snow. I fold back the pages, I flatten the crease, I sip on a brew that is bitter and dark. But truth be told, I am just here for the peace, and waiting for her to arrive from the park. I lift up the paper to cover my face, a fortress of newsprint to hide my intent. For she is the beautiful ghost of this place, an angel of mercy that heaven has sent. I peek o'er the edge of the sports section line,
and catch the bright flash of her auburn red hair. A radiant youth, only 18 and fine, with an innocent, effortless, welcoming air. Oh, the silent ballet of the morning begins, a dance of the eyes where nobody sins. The last single lady in all of New York, who speaks in a smile without needing to talk. That bright ruby lipstick, that 1950s grace, brings a marvelous comfort to this little place. I read the same paragraph over again. A fool in a room full of hoping young men. She stirs in her sugar, a musical chime, the spoon against china, a delicate sound. It suspends the frantic rushing of time, and anchors my restless heart close to the ground. Across from the counter, a mechanic sighs. Beside me a clerk gives a hesitant look. She answers us all with a crinkle of eyes, before she returns to the words in her book. Oh, the silent ballet of the morning begins, a dance of the eyes where nobody sins. The last single lady in all of New York, who speaks in a smile without needing to talk. That bright ruby lipstick, that 1950s grace, brings a marvelous comfort to this little place. I read the same paragraph over again. A fool in a room full of hoping young men. We know she is dreaming of something so grand, beyond the small booths of this neighborhood spot. But just for an hour, we all understand the beautiful, fleeting illusion we've caught. It's not about winning or making a move. It's simply admiring a piece of the art. I fold up the paper, I finish my cup, I button my overcoat, ready to leave. She suddenly pauses and softly looks up, a glance that my memory will safely receive. I tip my fedora, I walk to the door. The world outside isn't as cold as before. The Talon has healed me, the Tribune is red, with visions of red lips and smiles in my head. Smiles in my head.
Through the fogged up glass of the window pane, the city of yellow cabs rushes on by. A blur of fedoras and umbrellas in rain, beneath an industrial steel-colored sky. But inside the Talon, the atmosphere glows, a golden hour bubble of safety and light. The fragrance of cinnamon, coffee and rose, a quiet defense against the oncoming night. I sit by the glass, looking out, looking in, a dual observer of two different spheres. Out there is the hustle, the noise and the spin. In here is a haven that banishes fears. And at the core of this comforting scene sits a girl from upstate with a radiant smile, the loveliest redhead the town's ever seen, who stops the great clocks of New York for a while. She's wearing the trends of the wonderful time, a full-skirted dress and a cardigan blue, a living, breathing and beautiful rhyme that softens the hearts of the cynical crew. That red lipstick mark on the rim of her cup is a beacon that tells us to softly look up. The last single girl in the neighborhood square, who heals all our wounds by just sitting right there. The boys at the counter are nursing their teas. They speak in low murmurs, afraid to intrude. A delicate waltz on a gentle soft breeze, a shared admiration that's never construed. She glances around with a warm, knowing eye. She catches my gaze and she gives a small nod, a silent acknowledgement passing us by, as if we were blessed by a neighborhood god. She's wearing the trends of the wonderful time, a full-skirted dress and a cardigan blue, a living, breathing and beautiful rhyme that softens the hearts of the cynical crew. That red lipstick mark on the rim of her cup is a beacon that tells us to softly look up. The last single girl in the neighborhood square, who heals all our wounds by just sitting right there. The contrast is striking, the chaos outside and the reverent peace of the Talon within. A place where our loneliness has a place to hide, a place where the quietest victories win. She isn't a trophy, she isn't a prize, she's simply a lighthouse in human disguise. The rain on the window pane turns into sleet. The afternoon shadows begin to descend. But inside the café, the sanctuary is sweet. A beautiful moment I wish wouldn't end. The waltz of the glances, the warm steady light. The Talon protects us from wind winter's cold bite. I look at the window, I look at her face, and give silent thanks for the warmth of this place. The warmth of this place.
The bell on the door of the Talon rings out. The winter wind carries a snowy white veil. The businessmen lower their voices in doubt. The stories of mourning begin to grow pale. A chill in the air from the avenue street is quickly forgotten, replaced by the warm. The rhythm of New York is caught in the beat as she steps inside, seeking rest from the storm. The gentlemen pause with their cups in the air. The clatter of porcelain fades to a hum. A sudden religion of auburn red hair has left all the usual chatterers dumb. She brushes the snow from the wool of her coat, a portrait of elegance, youthful and grand, a delicate clearing of a delicate throat, the prettiest picture in all of the land. Oh, the last single girl in the heart of New York, with a smile like a beacon and hair made of fire. She softens the edges of everyday talk and fills up the room with a quiet desire. Her signature lipstick, a brilliant red hue, a splash of bright color to conquer the gray. In the warmth of the Talon, the old world is new, and the weight of the city just washes away. She walks to the corner, her favorite retreat, a booth by the window, away from the aisle. The theater of glances is subtle and sweet, rewarded at last by the grace of her smile. No words are exchanged, not a syllable falls, just a comforting silence that settles the room. The ticking of clocks on the mahogany walls, dispersing the shadows, dispelling the gloom. Oh, the last single girl in the heart of New York, with a smile like a beacon and hair made of fire. She softens the edges of everyday talk and fills up the room with a quiet desire. Her signature lipstick, a brilliant red hue, a splash of bright color to conquer the gray. In the warmth of the Talon, the old world is new, and the weight of the city just washes away. It's healing, this shelter of coffee and stone, where lonely men gather to silently share. She's never unnoticed, yet always alone, a beautiful ghost in the comforting air. We bring her our worries, unspoken and deep, and she trades them back for a moment of peace. The steam from the radiators hisses and sighs, a lullaby played for the middle of day. I find my own rest in the blue of her eyes, before she must pack up and hurry away. A waltz of the eyes in a room full of light. The Talon is safe and the morning is bright. The red on her lips is a promise to keep before the great city goes back to its sleep. Goes back to its sleep.
I polish the counter, I straighten the chairs, I witness the theater of everyday life. The lawyers, the dreamers, the men with their cares, escaping the hustle, the noise and the strife. I know how much sugar goes into their tea. I know who is waiting for letters to come. The patterns are simple and easy for me, to the tune of the coffee machine's gentle hum. But then at 9:45 she arrives. The rhythm of Talon skips one little beat. The bachelors suddenly straighten their ties and shuffle their shoes on the black and white feet. I pick up my pitcher, I walk down the line, observing the subtle adjustments of men. They polish their glasses and wait for a sign, a glance that says hello over again. Pouring the coffee and watching the show, here at the Talon where dreamers all go. She sits like a queen in her 1950s dress, a vision of autumn, a silent caress, with a lipstick of crimson and hair like the dawn. She anchors the room till the morning is gone. I serve her the black with a slice of the pie, and smile at the gentleman catching her eye. A fellow named Joey adjusts his cravat. A writer named Thomas looks up from his page. She notices neither, just petting the cat that sleeps on the radiator, acting its age. There's magic in knowing you're perfectly seen, without ever having to put on a play. She flips through her book with a posture serene, and washes the blues of the patrons away. Pouring the coffee and watching the show, here at the Talon where dreamers all go. She sits like a queen in a 1950s dress, a vision of autumn, a silent caress. With lipstick of crimson and hair like the dawn, she anchors the room till the morning is gone. I serve her the black with a slice of the pie, and smile at the gentleman catching her eye. It's a comforting ritual, honest and pure, a harmless affection that everyone shares. The last single girl is a magical cure for men who are tired of carrying cares. They don't want to crowd her or ruin the spell. They just want to look from the edge of the room. She leaves me a quarter, she bids me adieu. The bell on the door gives a solitary ring. The patrons return to their newspapers too, but somehow the air has the lightness of spring. I wipe down the table and clear up her plate, and think that tomorrow is worth the long wait. The Talon returns to its regular pace, still holding the warmth of her red lipstick face. Her red lipstick face. There's a booth in the corner with leather worn thin, where the sunlight will pool in the middle of day. It's the very same booth that she always sits in to chase all the shadows of winter away. On the formica table, a white coffee cup with a delicate handle and saucer below. It waits for the moment she gently looks up in the cozy, familiar, and comforting glow. I'm just an observer, 2 tables apart. I sketch on a napkin to quiet my mind, but watching her hands is a work of pure art, the most calming poetry one could ever find. She lifts up the porcelain, fragile and neat, and takes a slow sip of the Talon's own brew. The choreography is so soft and complete, a magical ritual, lovely and true. And there on the rim, when the saucer is placed, is a crescent of ruby red lipstick stain, a beautiful mark that cannot be erased, like the memory of sun in the middle of rain. She's the last single darling of New York York's embrace, with a bright auburn crown and a welcoming face. A room full of gentlemen sharing the view of the porcelain cup and the brilliant red rouge. No grand declarations, no boisterous calls. The boys in the Talon know better than that. The quiet affection just bounces off walls, from the edge of a coat to the brim of a hat. She catches a shyly sent glance from afar, and curves that red mouth in a smile of her own. It shines in the room like a localized star, and reminds us that nobody here is alone. And there on the rim, when the saucer is placed, is a crescent of ruby, a red lipstick stain, a beautiful mark that cannot be erased, like the memory of sun in the middle of rain. She's the last single darling of New York's embrace, with a bright auburn crown and a welcoming face. A room full of gentlemen sharing the view of the porcelain cup and the brilliant red rouge. The mundane becomes sacred when witnessed with care. The steam from the cup curling up in the air. We're healed by the presence of beauty so near, a gentle reminder of why we are here. It isn't for romance, it isn't for lust. It's an innocent longing, a beautiful trust. She finishes reading, she pays for the check. She wraps a soft scarf round the pale of her neck. The empty white cup is left there on the wood, a sign that the morning was peaceful and good. The waitress collects it, but leaves us the grace, the lingering warmth of the red lipstick face. The Talon is quiet, the moment is gone, but the waltz of the porcelain softly plays on. Softly plays on. Softly plays on.
There's a song in the Talon that nobody sings, played out on the faces of everyday men. It's a quiet arrangement of beautiful things that starts when the doorway is opened again. The rhythm is marked by the turn of a head, the melody carried by shifting of eyes, the grandest of stories that never are said, unfolding beneath the cafe's smoky skies. The maestro arrives with her auburn hair bright, a splash of pure color in 1950s gray. She carries herself with a wondrous light and conducts the whole room in a delicate way. First comes the baker, who pauses his chew
Then the young clerk who looks up from his tea, she smiles at the counter, a quick peekaboo, then settles her gaze for a moment on me. Oh, the symphony plays in a silent exchange, a waltz of the eyes that is beautifully strange. She's the last single girl, the jewel of the town, who turns all our heavy, sad faces around. With a mark of red lipstick, a tilt of the chin, she lets all the comfort and healing come in. We speak in our glances, our hopes in the air, a silent communion we happily share. The older men smile with a fatherly pride, remembering youths that were equally fair. The younger men shuffle with nowhere to hide, intoxicated by the scent of her hair. But no one steps forward to ruin the peace. The distance is part of the magic we make, a beautiful tension that brings a release, a sweet subtle dreaming for everybody's sake. Oh, the symphony plays in a silent exchange, a waltz of the eyes that is beautifully strange. She's the last single girl, the jewel of the town, who turns all our heavy, sad faces around. With a mark of red lipstick, a tilt of the chin, she lets all the comfort and healing come in. We speak in our glances, our hopes in the air, a silent communion we happily share. It's a medicine served in a porcelain mug, a look that is warm as a comforting hug. When the weight of the city is pressing too hard, the Talon is acting as spiritual guard. She knows we are looking, she doesn't retreat. She offers a grace that is thoroughly sweet. The hands on the clock sweep the hour away. The silent conductor has finished her piece. She gathers her purse for the rest of the day and grants our collective attention release. A final warm smile is bestowed on the room, sweeping away all the remnants of gloom. The symphony fades, but the echo is sweet in the coziest café on 42nd Street. On 42nd Street. Amber light spills through the lettering glass, the spelling of Talon in shadow on the floor. The afternoon hurries, the busy hours pass, and the chill of the evening waits at the door. The neon sign buzzes a comforting hum, a low steady cello that plays to the night. The workers and dreamers have gradually come to seek out the refuge of soft golden light. The tables are crowded, the murmurs are low, the smell of roasted beans mixes with rain. And there in the center, the star of the show is reading a novel and waiting again. Her hair is a fire that warms up the cold, her lipstick a ruby that captures the eye, a portrait of youth in a city that's old, a beautiful anchor when time rushes by. When evening falls softly on Talon café, the troubles of daytime are washed far away. The last single girl in this vast spinning town, in her 1950s and full-skirted gown, she gives us a reason to linger a while, to bask in the glow of a red lipstick smile, a sanctuary found in the crossfire of looks more lovely than anything written in books. A musician is tuning his guitar in the back, a couple is whispering over their cake, but the boys at the counter are losing the track of all of the sensible choices they make. They watch her reflection in mirrors of chrome, they study the way that she turns a new page. For a moment, this busy cafe feels like home, a comforting shelter from modern day rage. When evening falls softly on Talon Cafe, the troubles of daytime are washed far away. The last single girl in this vast spinning town, in her 1950s and full-skirted gown, she gives us a reason to linger a while, to bask in the glow of a red lipstick smile, a sanctuary found in the crossfire of looks more lovely than anything written in books. The night is approaching, the street lamps ignite, the snow on the pavement is catching the light. She finally rises, an end to the play. She puts on her gloves in a delicate way. We share one last glance in the fading of sun, a mutual knowing the evening is done. She steps through the door and into the street, leaving a trail of her perfume behind. The cafe feels suddenly incomplete, but leaves a deep peace in the back of my mind. The Talon grows quiet, the patrons depart, but carry her red lipstick smile in their heart. A beautiful end to a beautiful day, in the comforting warmth of the Talon Café. The Talon Café. They think that I come for the coffee and cake. They think that I come for the men at the bar. They watch every delicate movement I make, from the booths in the back and the tables afar. I see the fedoras, the quickly cast eyes, the shuffling of papers to hide their intent. I sit in the Talon, observing the skies, and find that my time here is beautifully spent. I'm just 18 years in this 1950s maze, a girl from upstate with a crown of red hair. I put on my lipstick to brighten the days, and carry myself with a confident air. But truly, my secret is simpler than this. I come to the Talon to quiet my soul, to find a small measure of everyday bliss, to sit in the silence and feel myself whole. Oh, the gentle waltz of the people around, the safest of harbors that I've ever found. They call me the last single girl in the place, and dream of the stories behind my young face. But I am the one who is quietly healed by the comforting warmth that this room has revealed. I smile at their glances, I trade them a look, a silent exchange in my own little nook. The boy at the counter who blushes so deep, the older gentleman nursing a brew. I hold all their harmless affections to keep, a wonderful tether to all that is true. We don't need to speak to be deeply attached, a room full of strangers who understand care. Our silent devotions are perfectly matched, as thick as the aroma that hangs in the air. Oh, the gentle waltz of the people around, the safest of harbors that I've ever found. They call me the last single girl in the place, and dream of the stories behind my young face. But I am the one who is quietly healed by the comforting warmth that this room has revealed. I smile at their glances, I
my solitary gloom. But right now the waltz is enough for my heart to be in the center, yet safely apart. The Talon protects me, it gives me a home, a place where my wandering spirit can roam. I finish my pastry, I dab at my lip, ensuring the red is still perfectly drawn. I leave a few coins as a generous tip, and ready myself for the oncoming dawn. I catch one last dive as I head for the door, a silent sweet promise